I traveled to an ancient time where 10 pounds of rice could buy a maid. Not only did I frequently buy maids from traffickers, but I also built a village, issued ID cards to everyone in the village, opened a brewery, and helped everyone get out of poverty. At this moment, a scholar came to visit.
I am Ling Zujing, a scholar from the 7th year of Wan, pleased to meet the village chief.
I'm Lin, the village chief. Please have a seat. Chala will serve tea.
After everyone was seated, Jingyi didn't show any special expression because the other was a scholar, which made Lin Zujin regard him more highly. Then Jingyi spoke first.
May I ask why you've come here, Mr. Lin?
My kids have grown up, and since I don't have an official position, I brought them out from the capital to study and see this beautiful land.
My master says, reading thousands of books is not as good as traveling thousands of miles. Experience is the best teacher.
Hearing this, Lin Zujing was a bit surprised and couldn't help but admire.
Your master is very knowledgeable. Just one simple sentence is enlightening. I really want to visit him.
My master usually doesn't need guests, but I actually want to invite Mr. Lin to my place for a bit.
Lin Zujing understood what he meant. It was an agreement to introduce him. Looking at this girl who's even younger than him, chatting happily with her dad, she held her own. Lin Yingxiong was also surprised. He had never seen such charm and instantly felt attracted. Then Jingyi led a few people toward the courtyard.
2, 3, 1 and man!
Langtian was playing the game aptitudes with the children at this time. Lin Zujing and his family were stumped. They couldn't help but wonder if this guy had some issues.
Oh no, everyone saw us! This is so embarrassing. Sir, stop playing. We have guests.
Wow, that's your family head.
If you hadn't said anything, I would have thought he was a fool.
Langshan finally stopped his silly grin after hearing Jinny and asked if something was up.
Sir, we have guests.
Kids aren't playing today. We have guests at home. You guys should head back for dinner. Let's get moving.
Lin Zujing, a scholar from Wana School, has met Mr. Langtian before. He doesn't care about titles and just waves his hand casually.
He's a scholar, but my family has no strict rules. If it's time to eat, let's just have a simple meal together.
The more casual Langtian is, the more it shows he doesn't care about being a scholar. Instead, Lin Zujing became more reserved, thinking it's better to comply than to be overly polite. Then they all went to the courtyard to sit down.
Could you all wait a moment? My family still has a few girls who haven't come back. We're used to eating together.
No rush. Lin Zujing feels that the person in front of her is quite extraordinary, making her even more nervous. After saying that, she didn't know what else to say and fell into a brief silence. Seeing them so awkward, Langtian started chatting.
A few months ago, I heard that letting the northern people into the borders has made things tough for the court, right? I can handle. Did they just let them plunder?
Hearing this, Lin Zujing was shocked and looked up, asking, "How do you know that?" As far as I know, the court did take out a lot of valuables, but the public shouldn't be aware. They claim they repelled them.
What's there to know? It's been over 200 years since the founding. It's rotten to the core, and there's hardly any fighting force left. The northern people have remained ruthless for the last 20 years. They invaded 37 times, and last year alone it was 3 times. Do you really think it was an accident that someone opened the gates for them?
Upon hearing this, Lin Zujing was stunned, and after a long silence, she asked, "Sir, is there a way to break this?"
There is, but it's very difficult. Forget it. Knowing this won't help you. A mere scholar without any official title.
Please teach me, sir.
You're really stubborn. The solution isn't hard. We just need a wise ruler or a powerful figure who cares for the nation.
After hearing these 2 conditions, Lin Zujing paused but continued to ask, "What if we have one? So how can we solve this urgent crisis?"
Urgent crisis.
When Langdian heard the scholar compare this to a trivial matter, he burst out laughing. Why are you laughing so?
I'm laughing at your foolishness.
This response stunned Lin Zujun, while his wife and son glared at Lang Tian, cursing him in their hearts.
Even if you're skilled, you shouldn't insult people like that. My husband is so capable. How could he be foolish?
However, Lin Zujun wasn't angry. He thought seriously and felt he hadn't said anything wrong.
If you can't explain the reasoning, I won't admit I'm foolish.
Fine. You can deny it, but you're missing too much info. If I start explaining, it could take all day and night.
And I'll come to ask you every day.
I don't have time.